Good morning. Good morning. We start our meditation shortly. Here in the UK, it is looking like it will be a beautiful day. And to make it even better, we begin with a guided meditation. Morning, David. Morning, Tony. And Ollie. The nice sun there. Yep. Facebook as well, over there. Morning, Anne. Hello, Julie. Smiley. Smiley morning. And dawn with a rainbow. Good morning, Elizabeth. It is a beautiful day. Jessica. The birds are greeting us, but I will shortly close the window. There we go. Good morning, everyone. It is time for Meditate with Adam, session 94. I appreciate you coming along this morning, and I hope you have a wonderful meditation and a wonderful day ahead. We're appreciating through our training in meditation that we have some control over our mind. We can learn to govern our mind, to encourage positive states of mind that we have. We already have positive states of mind. That's helpful to appreciate. We're not starting from scratch here. Positive states of mind such as gratitude, compassion, wisdom, consideration, concentration. We already have these minds, and we are growing them in our meditation practice and encouraging them to manifest. And then making a decision at the end of our day, at the end of our meditation, to carry our experience into the day. This is why I recommend morning meditation as well as evening meditation, but morning meditation is good because we set ourselves up for the day ahead. We set ourselves up for the day ahead. We pervade, our mind can be pervaded by calm and peace. We can take that experience into the day. We can also make a decision how we are going to think through the day and have the intention for the day ahead. Yesterday I was talking a bit about starting the day and making the intention to have a patient mind. So we keep patient acceptance in our mind. Patient acceptance is a mind that is happy to experience difficulties and problems, recognizing this is what you get for being human. And to expect otherwise is unrealistic. This is, in a sense, it's positive thinking, but it's not. It's realistic thinking as well. Buddha himself said, the very first words he said were, you should understand suffering. When Buddha taught his first sermon in the deer park in Sarnath in northern India, he said, he had 5 students, and he said to those students, you should understand suffering. You should understand how you experience suffering. And all his teachings are based upon that initial introduction. That gives us a foundation for having a stable mind. If we expect otherwise, then it's a recipe for disappointment and agitation. Wisdom, it's wisdom thinking. Without wisdom, and we hear this, it seems like it's going to make us miserable. But with wisdom, this will give us insight into how to actually keep and maintain a peaceful and positive state of mind. And in particular, a patient mind, patient acceptance. This is our greatest ally, having patience in our mind. Not just grinning and bearing it, putting up with it. It is a deep, wholehearted acceptance that this is how it is. And with that mind, we're less interested in tinkering with the external world, trying to improve our external life, and more interested in our internal life. The more we can increase patience, the happier we'll become. When we start the day, of course we want to have a good day. We want to have a happy day. Where does a good day, where does a happy day come from? Without this wisdom, it seems like from what other people do, say, what happens to us externally. With this training, we can see that it comes from our attitude and our state of mind. In particular, the mind of patience, patient acceptance. Patience can help us in all parts of our life, in our spiritual life, in our working life. Not pushing. We often feel we need to push to make things happen. Our whole society, in some respects, pushing, forcing things to happen. Patience allows us to step back, and things arise in their own time. Remember that old one, patience is a virtue, possessed by few. All good things come to those who wait. when we train in meditation, one of the reasons why it's so challenging to practice meditation, many people want to practice meditation. Many people hear about the benefits of meditation, they try it out, they want to practice, but they can't, or they don't. Partly because it requires patience to sit, like we're doing. Even though we're not explicitly saying it, if we keep practicing meditation on a regular basis, then patience will grow in our mind, and acceptance. Yeah. And as a consequence of that, stability of mind. Every day is a good day. Doesn't matter what happens, because the mind is stable. Without that mental stability, it's a roulette. Our well-being is in the hands of others. We empower others. We actually give power to people. It seems as though they have power over us, but we actually give them power. Yeah. People in positions of authority, managers, governments, and so forth. We give them that power with our mind. Yeah. In a sense, when we're training in meditation, we are taking the power back into our mind, and consequently empowering ourselves, and then no longer getting frustrated with the people outside of us, because we realize they have no power over us anyway. The feelings that we have, which are the clouds that arise in the sky of our mind, we take full responsibility for them. Through this meditation, my body is like a mountain. My breath is like the wind. And my mind is like the sky. This meditation, so many good results will come if we keep doing it. Seeing the thoughts that arise, stepping back from them. Seeing them come, stepping back. They arise, dissolve. Arise, dissolve. Let's try again. See how we get on. We start by taking 5 deep inhalations. Deep inhalation. And breathing in. Deep inhalation. And breathing out. Deep inhalation. And breathing out. Deep inhalation. And breathing out. Final one. Deep inhalation. Hold that, filling the lungs. Hold the breath briefly. Feel the world slowing down. And breathing out. And we set our compassionate intention. I'm training in meditation to reduce the suffering in my life. And in the lives of others. How wonderful. All the suffering in this world was to reduce. And our heart goes out to everyone across the world. We're not just practicing for ourselves, we're practicing for everyone. And then we engage in the 9-round breathing practice. Pressing down on the left nostril, breathing in through the right. Hold that. Now breathe it out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Breathe it out 3 times. Now deep inhalation through both nostrils. Hold that. Feel the mind gathering. And breathe out distractions 3 times through the nostrils. Go again. Breathing in, clear light through the right nostril. Hold that. Breathe it out 3 times through the left. Deep inhalation through the left. Switch. Breathe out through the right. Hands in the lap. Deep inhalation. And breathe it out 3 times. Final one. In your own time, whenever you're ready. My body, like a mountain. My breath, like the wind. And my mind, like the sky. We sit and watch the play of the mind, happy and patient, no pushing, no forcing. A vast, open, accepting space. Everything is equal in this vast space. We absorb our attention into this. Our thoughts come and go. We are happy to welcome them, to see them, and to say goodbye to them. We sit abiding in the present moment. Nowhere else we wish to be. Everything is inside the space of our mind. As vast as the sky. Our distractions and thoughts don't take up that much space. In the same way, the clouds in the sky don't take up much space. thinking of the day ahead. All the moments that lie ahead of us today. And how we can influence them with our intention now, based upon this peace and calm, our meditation, and our wisdom, understanding, patience. We make the intention to keep a patient mind during the day, to practice acceptance, to carry this peace which we have created here into our daily life for the benefit of all living beings across the world. Okay, thank you very much. When you're ready, please bring your session to a close. Regenerate patience by contemplating the incredible benefits that come from this mind, being influenced by our meditation, developing an appreciation that we will experience difficulties and problems, and not expecting otherwise. This is what we get for signing up to be a human. Patience as well. Let's just say, for example, you have a problem, some difficulty with the service, you need to phone. You need to get on the phone, it's the only way to get through. Could be anything. And when you're already irritated because this service has not worked, or you need to get a refund, or so there's already some irritation, because it seems like because this service hasn't worked, we're now having an unpleasant feeling. So right from the outset, that unpleasant feeling is not coming because the service isn't working. It's coming because we have an unpleasant feeling, and that unpleasant feeling is coming from a mind of frustration, or to translate, anger, which is coming from an impure energy wind flowing in one of the left or right channels. That's why we do this 9-round breathing, because we're clearing the impure winds from our body. So that partly helps. But we have to appreciate right from the outset, we're starting the phone call with a mind of irritation. And we feel that solving that issue, or getting a refund, or getting that service back up and running, is going to solve the problem. Temporarily it may do, but the unpleasant feeling is not coming from that service not working. It's coming from our mind. And then we go through the whole rigmarole of being on the phone, being put through to various different channels. And then finally, when we do get put through to somebody, we potentially release all these unpleasant feelings and frustration on the poor person on the other end of the phone. And they probably just put the phone down and had to deal with that previously, with potentially no thought for their welfare or their mental health, that they're sitting there all day. All we're thinking about is our unpleasant feeling. It's when you step back and think about it, it makes no sense. The thing about it is, when we're in the heat of the moment, as in the heat of anger, we can't see that. And even if we may speak to them on the phone and we're relatively calm, half, we're on the verge. This is the thing about patience, is that we may have a bit of it, but there's always a line that we draw. We have a line of tolerance. So we're sort of half waiting to see the outcome. We're being civilized about it, but there's still unpleasant feelings waiting to erupt. And then maybe the person answers the phone and they themselves are frustrated because they've just put the phone down and had a very difficult conversation with another customer. And we receive all of that through the phone into our body and mind. And naturally, when we're faced with someone who's frustrated or angry, annoyed, we respond like that. Yeah. And the next thing you know, we're miserable. One of the kindest things we can do for someone is, if they're frustrated with us, for whatever reason, even if it's someone that we're trying to get service of, to be patient and calm. If the one side of the relationship, one person is patient and calm, it's very difficult for the other person to maintain their frustration and confusion and unhappiness. And eventually, the situation pacifies. And with respect to trying to get things done, trying to get services back up and running, trying to get refunds, trying to solve daily problems, patience is our greatest ally. Because the person who is going to help us is more likely to help us if they have a pleasant feeling towards us. And if they've got irritation in their mind, they don't have a pleasant feeling. They have an unpleasant feeling. Therefore, they're less likely to help us. Patience is such an important practice for these times. Yeah. So important. It's almost like the difference between having a happy life and a miserable one. It hinges on how much we can practice patience on a day-to-day basis, on a moment-by-moment basis. Good luck, and I'll see some of you tonight at 7:30 for the Mindspace Plus class, where we're exploring calm abiding, how we can improve our concentration. And then we'll be back here live tomorrow night at 7:30. Take care, and bye for now.